So you've heard of VHS, an asymmetrical action game that's not Dead by Daylight. Or maybe you haven't and you're just looking for something new. Whatever the case may be, with a new map and a new monster, it's a better time than ever to hop right in. There's also a new teen on the way, but before he arrives, I'd like to convince you how cool it is to be a badass killer robot. Hello anyone and everyone of the internet, my name is Loyal, and today I'm gonna be taking you for a ride with Deathwire, the newest monster in Video Horror Society. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show while I convince you just how cool it is to be the villain. Or maybe you don't consider the monster the villain and you just like killing teens. You know what? I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to enable you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Thousands of years later.
Alright, so it turns out it's a little hard to learn something new, especially when it's a new monster for a new game. But you know what? I'm not gonna let that stop me from achieving my dreams of becoming a badass killer robot, and I would very much hope it would not stop you. So, what I am going to do is cue the epic training montage where we go from zeros to heroes, or villains, I suppose. But before that, if we're gonna make the most out of Deathwire's kit, I think we need to understand what we're working with and how to use it. And thankfully, since I've been getting my ass kicked over and over for you, I have become stronger. Because what doesn't kill you makes you... Well, I've been getting killed as Deathwire, so... You know what? They say mistakes make you strong. I'm overthinking this. Anyways, I'm gonna show you some tips, tricks I've learned, so I can impart on you my wisdom, and you do not make the mistakes that I did. I'll make this nice and quick because Deathwire is a relatively simple monster. For his first ability, Drift Mode, he transforms. He's a freaking transformer. He becomes quite a bit faster so that he can catch up to teens faster, or so that he can patrol the map much quicker. However, you can hit teens straight out of Drift Mode, but keep in mind you won't have a lunge. So you're gonna have to be very precise about how you do it. I realized that it's much easier to catch up to a teen, exit Drift Mode, and simply lunge. That way you retain the benefit of catching up faster, but then as you de-transform, you also have the benefit of the lunge and the precision that comes with it. Also keep in mind that during Drift Mode, you are much more vulnerable because you cannot use your Voltage Vice. But you do have a Death Drift, as you can see here, that you can use to skid in and out of danger. I like to use it to kind of mind game my patrol route, you know? Because a lot of the time, teens, when they're armed, they're gonna want to ambush you. And whenever you're approaching any sort of hallway, any sort of room where you think there might be a teen, you could just mind game your path with a little bit of drifting. It's super simple because all you have to do is go in the immediate opposite direction of where you're going, and the Death Drift will automatically activate. As a final note, keep in mind that I say Drift Mode is dangerous because if you begin to take damage in Drift Mode, you cannot transform out of it until you stop taking damage. So keep that in mind. Next up on the menu is Voltage Vice. With this, you'll be able to shock teens to reveal their position, slow them down for a few seconds, and make them unable to vault windows or use weapons. However, keep in mind, for as long as their aura is highlighted, they cannot be shocked again. So you're gonna have to play around with it and learn the timings, because if you use it from too far away, by the time they recover, they'll be able to use their weapon or vault a window before you're able to hurt them. So Also keep in mind that you can use this from behind cover. You do not have to have line of sight, which is incredibly useful for stopping ambushes or even finding teams that are stealthing around you. Side note, the best advice I can give for the Vice is to learn to get as close as possible before using it so that it is much less possible for the teen to retaliate if they're armed. However, do not be afraid to use this on unarmed teens you're chasing so that you can slow them down enough to defeat them before they make it to their teammates who are armed. Alright, last one before the good stuff, I promise. So, for his tracking ability, Deathwire has a scanner. As long as a teen is within that square, no matter how far on the map they are, you will see their aura for 3 seconds. But keep in mind that whenever you activate your scanner, you are slowed down immensely. So, if you do it out in the open, you are very, very susceptible to a cheeky little ambush. So be careful with that. However, you can also use it in drift mode. But unless you're using the Terror Tracer mutation, you're still gonna be slow as heck. And as you can see here, even if a teen makes it out of the scan, if they were in the square at some point during the scan, you'll still get a little bit of a chance to see them. So in a nutshell, you want to put all 3 of them together. Use drift mode to patrol, use the scanner to find them, and use the Vice to stop them from hitting you. Come on, it's that easy. How hard could this possibly be?
Montage.
Well, I've done all I can do in one YouTube video to show you just how fun it could be to play Monster, and although I'm sure many of you aren't convinced, for those of you who are, I think it's time we go on one last killing spree and show off not the badass killer robot that Deathwire was meant to be, but the badass killer robot he always has been.
Now that we've covered all the basics of your training, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
that's about it. I have never made a video of this scale before, so the fact that you're still watching means a ton to me. Thank you so much. If I said anything wrong, if I left anything out, if I'm kind of a bozo, let me know in the comments. Please let me know. Or if you liked what you just saw, like it, please, or share. I don't know. It helps. Honestly, the fact that you're just here is everything I could have asked for. So you know what? Never mind. You don't have to do anything. But if you want to see more like this, please let me know, and I shall do so. And subscribe so that you don't miss out on it. Oh, and if you want to see me play live as I'm memeing and vibing and doing my best to entertain you, I also have a Twitch, and we have a Discord community where we all just meme about and have a good time. So check out all those links in the description down below. And seriously, if you want to see more, let me know, and I'll do my best. But for now, this is it. My name is Loyal. I've done my best to entertain you with my own brand of shitposting and shenanigans. I hope to see you around next time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.